right, guys, so for Wednesday's workout, we have Palace. We're going to have two parts to this workout. We're going to perform as many rounds and reps as possible in 6 minutes. So we'll set a clock for 6 minutes, and then we'll rest for 2 minutes, and then we'll repeat a clock with different movements for another 6 minutes, and we'll just kind of keep repeating the same movements with just in those two sets. So we're gonna kind of be really specific with this. In the first set, the first 6 minutes, I'm gonna be consistently doing dumbbell lunges, reverse lunges specifically, and double unders. So I'm gonna be lunging and double unders, which is gonna need a dumbbell and a jump rope today. When we rest for 2 minutes, the second portion of the workout that we keep repeating over and over for 6 minutes is going to be a dumbbell snatch and double unders. So you'll need still that dumbbell and you'll need a jump rope. Okay, so we're gonna kind of go over a little bit of the warming up right now and some modifications and the movement standards, okay? So I would go ahead definitely and start off just by warming up with jumping jacks. Since we are going to be doing some double unders today, or we are going to be doing potentially some double taps, even single hops, it's important to kind of warm that up. So I would just go ahead and start by warming up with jumping jacks. So toes and heels touch, arms extend over the top of the head, touch both hands together at the top, both feet together back to bottom. Do about 25 reps or so, just so we can kind of get some blood flow and a little bit of the jumping back together. I would go ahead and start to warm up with either your rope, or if you are not doing this with a rope today, you can perform double taps, but with your rope, go ahead and hold on to the rope. Again, on the lower portions of the hands, you're just going to start off with easy singles, toes and heels touch. As I hit the ceiling, sorry about that. Whew. Go ahead. Nice and easy off the toes, keeping the elbows glued to the rib cage. Wrists slightly out in front, light on the knees. As soon as we've warmed up with some jumping, go ahead and drop the rope, and we'd like you to go ahead and start performing some of those reverse lunges body weights. So we're gonna just take a wide step back, kiss the knee to the ground. Notice that I have this wide positioning between both legs for balance. My hands remain off my hips, so I can stack them, they remain off my thighs, so I can stack them on my hips, or I can just have them out front, and I'm gonna stand all the way up and squeeze the butt at the top. What we don't wanna see is you stepping so far back that you're uneven or unbalanced, or that you step narrowly back, and then when you go to lunge, you're doing this tightrope walking. So make sure that when you step back, you're stepping wide, and you're stepping close enough that when you come down, we have a 90-degree angle in the back, we have a 90-degree angle in the front. Stand all the way up, squeeze the butt. So when you go ahead and start warming up on these, be gentle with that knee kissing the ground. We don't want to slam it into the ground. For a lot of times when we're doing these reverse lunges, if you have sensitive knees, I would go ahead and break out a knee pad. So in my case, I need it. So I would break that out, set it behind you. You just stand directly in front of it. When you step back, that knee will, again, gently just touch the pad just to give it a little bit of relief. You can do this on a yoga pad as well. So after you performed a couple of the body weight reverse lunges, if you can maintain an upright torso to where we're not leaning and dropping the chest forward, we stay stacked shoulder to hip to knee, and we can stand all the way up safely and drive hips forward. We can go ahead and add weight for this workout. So with that single dumbbell, today's workout, you can use any weight you'd like. RX though is typically going to be 50 for gentlemen, 35 for ladies. Intermediate, or teen weight as we call it, is a 35 dumbbell for gentlemen, 20 dumbbell for ladies. And a beginner scaled weight is 20 dumbbell for gentlemen and 10 to 15 pound dumbbell for ladies. I have a 12-pound dumbbell here. This is gonna be fine enough for me to warm up. I'm gonna take that dumbbell with both sides of the top of its head. I'm gonna go ahead and hold it into the front rack position. Elbows can be slightly down. They don't need to be all the way up front as if we had the barbell. We're gonna go ahead and step back to that knee pad area. I'm gonna go ahead and warm up on probably 10 at max, alternating dumbbell lunges. I probably might do about 4 to 5 with my warm-up weight, and then I might get my working weight and try a couple more. For part 1 of the workout, you're gonna be performing dumbbell lunges and double unders. So now that we've shown you the lunges, we're just gonna remind you that the double unders is just a single jump, but just now with a rope of 2 revolutions around the body. So it's not that I'm jumping twice, it's that I'm jumping just a little bit higher, and the rope is now making it 2 times revolution around the body rather than just 1 single. So when I go to jump again, same thing, toes and heels are together. We start off with easy singles, nothing's different other than now I swing a little bit faster when I do this movement. So again, all I'm doing is 2 revolutions around the body and jumping a little bit higher. For those of us, if you're fairly new at this, that's okay if you mess up a couple times. Double unders again should be challenging enough. We are gonna get 20 after each one. So, you know, stick at it, but if you seem like you're working on those 20 for more than a minute, move on and change it back to singles. So the first part of the workout for 6 minutes goes as follows. On the count of 3, 2, 1, go. You're gonna pick up that dumbbell and you're gonna perform 2 reverse lunges. Once you kiss that knee to the ground for 2 reps, set the dumbbell down, grab onto the jump rope. If you're not performing singles or double unders today, you can perform double taps. Get 20 double taps. Tap the thighs 2 times, hearing the 2 different noise variations. As soon as I get done with those round of 2 reps, I go into 4 lunges now. So I can step back and just add by 2 reps. As soon as I've done 4, I go into 20 double unders again. Next set, I go into 6 lunges. Notice that every set, as I'm still in this 6 minutes, I'm just adding by 2 reps. After I've done 6, I go into 20 double unders again. You will keep adding by 2 reps for the lunges and complete again with 20 double unders or 20 double taps until the 6-minute mark or clock has gone off. Record again how many rounds and reps you got. Rest 2 minutes. The second part of the workout is still going to include double unders, but instead of reverse lunges, we're going to perform a dumbbell snatch. A snatch is essentially a movement of pulling a weight from ground to ending at the overhead. So I've got my weight here. One of the most important pieces we need to remember is to practicing that safe neutral spine. Anytime we bend over to pick up any weight, we want to ensure that we're not overextended extremely with a dip here, or that we're rounded over without, again, the load in the legs. We never want to lift with our back incorrectly, so soften the knees, send hips back, bend down nice and safely, grab onto the dumbbell with one hand, and we're going to keep it close to the body as we pull to punch. Bring the dumbbell back down. One more side view and then we'll talk about the movement. I'm going to grab onto the dumbbell. Dumbbell head is facing me. I'm going to pull and punch. And dumbbell back down to the ground. When pulling the dumbbell off the ground, we want to make sure that you know that the dumbbell head is going to face just like so. Dumbbell heads are directly next and in between feet. We want to bend down with that active back. Shoulders are directly square over the weight. With my one hand on the weight, I'm going to keep my hand on me or palm facing me at all times. Keep it nice and close as I shrug, I pull, and I punch or high five at the top. As soon as I bring the weight down to the ground and touch to the ground, I can switch with arms, holding onto the weight again, pulling, shrugging, keeping everything close, thumbs touching the bodies, and punch to the top of the sky. The movement's going to look something like this. I get down low, weight is into heels, I'm bracing my belly and back, I pull and I punch. I bring the weight back down. Palm faces me the whole time. Pull to punch. I want you to think jump with weight. We're pulling something from the ground, we're jumping and landing with weight in the overhead position. Jump, pull, punch. Jump, pull, punch. Jump, pull, punch. And jump, pull, punch. Those are dumbbell snatches. For the second portion of this 6-minute workout, you will perform 2 dumbbell snatch into 20 double unders. Then you will do 4 dumbbell snatch into 20 double unders, then 6 dumbbell snatch into 20 double unders, then 8, and then 10, and then keep going. So you again, same thing, add by 10 each round, or excuse me, add by 2 each round as you work your way up in this 6-minute Amrap. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. It's called Palace.